Today's presentation, we will tackle the course title, description, and SMART objectives. We will start at the session objectives. At the end of this session, the student should be able to explain the steps in structured presentations development, create course description, and create SMART objectives. Type of session covered. Business presentation. These sessions will cover development of single or multi-day business presentations, seminars, and courseware in a structured manner. Approvals. Need for a development process that allows phase reviews or approvals, avoiding unnecessary rework arising from incorrect scope or approach. What business presentations are? It should be clear and repetitive. You have to state what you will present. Tell to the attendees what business presentations are you presenting, and then start presenting. After you present, you have to summarize what you have presented to make sure that they didn't miss some of the important details. Business presentation should be easy to navigate and easy to scan. It should have navigators like section dividers and topic maps on top for easy understanding. Business presentations are direct. No surprises, minimum dramatics. Since attendee time is precious, go direct to the point. Don't speak other things that's not on the topic. Keep on the required topic only. In business presentation, you have to provide time for Q&A or question and answer. You can take 10 to 20% of the time of your presentations for the questions and for the following up questions.
Define title, craft description, firm up presentation objective. Develop the course outline, session titles. Develop session objective. Review step, modify. Write the session. Conduct beta presentation. Description title. Description and SMART objective. The SMART and SMART goals stands for specific, measurable, achievement, relevance, and time bound. Defining their parameters and their pertains to your goals help ensure that your objectives are attainable within a certain time frame. The developing of description and SMART objective is specific. Your goal needs to be detailed and clear. Measurable. Your goal has need to be measurable, meaning that there has to be point where you will know that you have accomplishment the goal. Attainable. The must step is to make sure that your goal is actually realistic. Relevance. Your goal must be approvable for what you are trying to accomplishment. Time. The final step is to make sure that your goal has ending. The business processes, improvement toolbox, brand management, calculating your marketing, introduction to copywriting. Clear. For each one, what is the scope? How do you improve it to give each information to make 25,000 and 2 days. What investment decision? Catch. Which course feels attractive? Why? General class. Scope topic. Defend the boundary. Objective in paragraph form. Unity element.
For this slide, discussion, course description 1. BS Second Fundamentals course equips the student with functional knowledge in 5 key areas, namely, first, quality management, second, problem solving and Lean Six Sigma, third, project management, fourth, input provider and client negotiation, and last, business presentation, which after a period of practice will enable him or her to contribute effectively in an IT or BPM organization. This skill will be developed in interactive class or case discussion, presentation, and team projects. This method develops collaborative behavior, assertiveness, and rigorous thinking. What is the general category? Is this easy to see? What are the topics boundaries? What are the objectives? What makes the course unique? And rate the description with poor, good, and great. For the next slide, define course objectives. At the end of this course, the participant will able to do action verbs. What behavior, activity, or work can be performed. Do not use passive verb. Learn and understand. Example of action verb can identify, explain, outline, and do. Objective should be precisely defined so that success or failure will be clear. SMART stands for S, specific result. You must know what you really want. The more specific your goal, the better you'll be able to comprehend the methods required to reach it. It must able to answer questions like what, who, when, where, and which. M, measurable, clear way to measure success or failure. To know if your goal is specific, measurable, ask yourself questions such how many to see if your aims is specific and measurable. Next, A, achievable, strength but attainable. Check to see if your goal is realistic. Make sure it's something you'll be able to accomplish. The next are relevant, related to the course. Make sure your objective is something you're passionate about. And last, the T, time bound, has a deadline. To achieve your goals, choose a time range that is linked to the goal setting process. Discussion Objective 1. At the end of this course, you will describe the goals and benefit of process thinking, analyze improvement, and management. Describe the level of processes in an organization. Describe the use of process map. Construct and analyze. SIPOC, process map, activity liners process map, deployment or cross-functional process map, opportunity process map, identify and operationally define process metrics. Next, conduct a process mapping meeting. Describe, identify, minimize, and eliminate process waste. And identify customer requirements of the process. And describe how to quantify improvements made. Show the SMART elements: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And last, what are these objective, passive, or active?
Incremental validation. Validate with stakeholders. the course title, descriptions, and course objectives. Checkpoint approval to ensure that we are in the right direction in terms of topics, scope, objectives, and timing, how long the full course will be. Changes can be made without significant wasted effort or rework. Summary. Step in structures presentation development. Number 1. Define course title, description, formulate objectives. Number 2. Create the sessions, titles supporting the objectives. Number 3. Develop session objectives. Number 4. Review step back, modify. Number 5. Write session. Number 6. Conduct beta presentation. Create course description. State the general class category, list the scope topics, define the boundary, summarize the objectives in paragraph form, state what makes the course unique. Summary continued. Create SMART objectives. Number 1, the participant will be able to do. Action verbs. What behavior activity works can be performed. Objective should be precisely defined so that the success or failure will be clear. SMART, specifics, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.